Hello and welcome back to another vlog. I feel like I'm introducing, oh that tree's, have you seen that blossom tree? Sorry, I'm getting really distracted. Sorry guys, I'm going to start that again. Hello and welcome back to another vlog.
Yeah, look at that blossom tree.
Don't, you were just saying how nice that tree was.
Yeah,
don't get on the vlog and start being all like macho. I don't know if I can really show you the tree. I'm talking about because it's in someone else's garden. Yeah, up in Archie's bedroom we're just kind of like looking out at the garden and the field. It looks so pretty now that it's getting well into spring. It just is quite distracting. But Ricky has just sanded down all the bed. It's been a long process because there was so much that I wanted to go into this bed, so it took a while. But we've just managed to get round to, or Ricky has I should say, filling every single hole. And how many do you reckon there was? Look how dusty he is, bless him.
40, 50, 60, 70, 80. What?
Yeah, don't.
Couple of thousand?
There's like hundreds of
Lots.
holes. Thousands is a bit of an exaggeration. And Ricky's just had to sand them all. So.
And not with my palm sander either, because it decided to break 5 minutes in.
So you
I do it all by hand. And now my arms feel like they're like resting by my ankles.
You look really grey.
Yeah, no, look, have you seen my hair?
That's what I'm saying.
Look.
You look grey. This is what the bed is looking like. We're really pleased with it. So now it's the exciting part. We can start painting this room and getting it all done. So I think we're going to try some colours later because we've got this one, which I've already shown you. Sorry if you're not interested in this, but house stuff is kind of taking over our lives at the moment. And some other paints have just arrived today from Lick. So I think we might as well test them out as well and just see what we think.
I've wiped it all down. I just need to wait for the hoover to charge so I can just hoover up all the dust.
Yeah.
We'll give it a base coat in the white.
Oh yeah.
Just so the paint goes to it a bit.
Have we got white?
Yeah, we've got some white in the garage.
Because we need to do
So
this wall.
I'll paint it all with that, and the boys want to help paint, so I'll let them help me with that bit, because if they mess it up, it doesn't matter so much.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to finally get Archie in here, and probably Elliot, to be fair, because it's going to be a while till his room's done. I don't know if I explained this, but basically he has a big water tank in his room in one of the cupboards, and he has a sink and everything. So until we can have that water tank removed, we can't really knock out all of that sink and wardrobe to then redo his ceiling and get it all done. And we don't know if we can really do that until we have our extension done. So it's a bit of a jigsaw puzzle at the moment. So I feel bad that Archie's getting a new room and Elliot's not getting one yet. So I'm hoping that he'll feel like, because of the bunk bed, that this is his room too. So we'll see how they go. They've been sharing a room while this one's being done for quite a few weeks now, and they're absolutely fine. So it'll probably be, you know, they're kind of used to it now, so it'll probably be really good and they'll really enjoy it for a bit. We'll see how we go.
Elliot will probably take over and Archie will end up in Elliot's room.
Probably knowing Elliot. I'm a bad vlogger today. I've left it until the afternoon to start vlogging instead of the morning. Not that there's like a rule that you have to start in the morning, but it's not long till we need to go and pick the boys up from school. So I'm excited to see them. Elliot had a bit of an accident yesterday. You'll see when you see him, but he's joined the split eyebrow club, which I think most boys or kids, not to gender stereotype, most kids are part of. Archie is. Cut his eyebrow open yesterday. He tripped on a rug and went straight into the corner of the coffee table. I saw it happen, but I was too far away to get him. Oh, it was horrible. Rick took him to A&E and they were there for like, what, an hour?
No, I don't think we were there
Half an hour. It was so good.
Minutes.
They glued it up, put the little butterfly stickers. Are they stickers or, they're not obviously stitches. They're called butterfly stitches, aren't they?
Yes, to hold the two pieces
wing
of skin together whilst the glue sets.
Yeah, so he's got that. Bless his little heart. But he's all fine, he's all good. Hey, gorgeous. Oh, it's a bit wobbly.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, look at that bug.
How you doing, handsome?
Good.
Good. You had a fun day?
Yes.
Good.
What are we going to get, Elliot?
Sweeties!
Where are you going to?
Sweeties!
Yeah, but where are you going into?
Go up.
The what?
Go up.
The co-op.
The co-op. Oh, let's go to the co-op,
Are you going to the co-op?
Co-op.
Co-op. How's your eye been today?
Good.
It felt okay? You're so brave. Handsome, handsome.
Come on, try and get some Fruitellas for Mummy.
Go to the co-op then.
Fruitellas.
What are you getting?
Fruitellas.
It's raining.
Yeah, it's raining.
It's a little bit raining.
It's a lot raining.
Be good. God. So the boys are just going to the co-op. He makes me laugh so much. Obviously you can tell from years of vlogs that we're not the poshest, but Elliot has this little posh accent. My dad calls him Oxford sometimes because he's so posh. I'm not taking the mick. I actually love that he speaks so nicely. I don't know how long it will last, probably not long. But yeah, it's really cute. So they've just popped into the co-op to get some sweeties. Kind of goes up and down, the accent. And then we're going to go and get Archie. We're home now, and Elliot's been telling us recently about his French classes at nursery, haven't you?
What colour's our top?
Blah.
And what colour's Mummy's top? Can you remember what that colour is?
No.
What colour's blanc in French?
White.
And what about rouge?
White.
Good boy.
And what about noir?
White. No.
What colour jeans has Daddy got on?
Black.
Yeah.
And we've got our other one home as well. Picked this one up. And I thought, oh yeah, I like him. I'll take him home with me. Is that all right?
You have to take me home because I am your child.
Oh, I have to, do I?
Archie,
Oh, I see.
Daddy's right. This book is older than me.
What's he
It's
got?
1 year older than me.
This
Tony and the Butterfly.
Tony and the Butterfly.
This book was published in 1988.
under an old tree.
Good boy. Okay, go in.
He saw a big black and yellow butterfly laying on the ground.
Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right.
So now we're all home, we're just having a look at these.
Yeah, and we're gonna
paints
paint.
then. You're excited, aren't you? We're going to do some, like just some, what's the word?
Tests.
Swatches, yeah, some swatches on the bed. So Lick kindly sent us some paints to
Heavy.
try out. Oh, it is heavy, gosh. I really love like these retro cans, they're so cool. So this is green 02. If you saw our last vlog, I showed you the sample.
I love this colour.
It's cool, isn't it? I
Yeah.
showed you the sample of this against this lighter green that we've got. A lot of you said you really loved this one. So I thought maybe we could test it on the bed. I was just worried it was a bit too dark. But we're gonna see
This
anyway.
is not heavy for me.
Oh, be careful though, darling, because you might drop
This
it on
is
your
not heavy
foot.
for me.
And then, oh, this is actually not that one on the wall. That's a teal colour.
Yeah.
I looked at the bedding that they've got and I decided to get blue 07 because this
That's
isn't
quite
going to
dark
be,
blue, isn't it?
it's very dark blue, but it's not going to be for the bed. It's just going to be for some accents if we use it.
Accents.
What's that?
Accents.
So where did you want to try that? On the walls then, that one? Or on the bed?
I'm not sure yet.
Halfway hard,
Yeah, perfect.
sing to me if I lose my voice. Set a better route if I lose my course. Count on my company and I'll come.
Put a bit more on then.
Save me when I am falling. Save me when I am falling. Save my love when I fall. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway.
So now we're all home, I thought I'd sit down with the boys and do a little activity. We were recently sent this robotic art kit from Twin. Looks like this, and the boys love like a kit, you know, that you can get really stuck into, and this one looks really fun. So we're gonna open it and give it a go and see what it's like, see what it does.
Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in.
Had so much fun playing with the robotic art kit, and I just love how it fuses art and technology together and that kids can easily create robotics without any prior knowledge. There are lots of project ideas in the guide that come with the kit, and we decided to try spin art first as my children are a bit obsessed with paint, and the way it spun and created different patterns blew their minds. But there's also other projects to try, such as the drawing robot, confetti rain and the vacuum cleaner, so we can't wait to try those out too. Twin also encourage you to develop your own projects with everything that comes in the kit, plus they are Lego compatible, so you can combine it with their favourite Lego sets to create their own fun projects. With every kit purchased, you'll be donating to Twin's Science Movement campaign that delivers kits to the most disadvantaged and rural areas across the world. And if you'd like to try it with your kids, I've got a special discount code for my viewers that gets you 15% off with the code Kate sent me. So I'll leave all of this information in the description box.
Do you want to hold it up, Archie, and show me?
I'm 6. And my favourite ones have all ready dried.
What's your favourite one?
So this one.
Yeah, the
Brilliant.
alien.
And this one.
That's
like
my
the-
favourite one.
Yeah.
Cool,
And
aren't they? They look a
this
bit like tie-dye.
good and like because like it's night and then like there's like a little dinosaur.
Oh, that's cool. I love it. So did you enjoy that?
Yes.
That's such a good thing, like, toy for him. It's art and science, which are two things he absolutely
Art and
loves.
science.
Like, you love art and you love science, so you mix them together.
And it makes art science.
Exactly. You like putting the circuit together, didn't you, as well?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. I absolutely loved that.
Look at this.
I'll leave a link in the description box
look
below
at
if you want to check it out, because I think they do different sets
Oh,
and different
battery's
bundles.
not
And
in,
any
so
information I
okay.
have for you, I will put in the description box.
So it is a bit later than usual now. We normally try and make dinner about 5:30, but I think it's about 6 o'clock or 15:15. It's been quite busy today. So Elliot is just here, he's going to help me make dinner. We're going to make a version of salt and pepper chicken, but I ordered the chicken and realised I didn't have
pepper sauce tonight.
pepper sauce, are we? No, salt and pepper chicken. That's the one.
I don't want sauce on mine.
Alright, we'll try it. So yeah, I ordered the chicken thinking that we had all the stuff, but we didn't have all the stuff. So we're making our own little version with some herbs and spices, and fingers crossed it'll come out alright. This is the rice that we're having with our dinner tonight. It is honestly incredible. We actually got sent it because the rice we wanted in their shop and they didn't have, and they sent this instead. And at the time I was like, oh no, I'm not going to like that. And we had it, and my word, if you haven't had it yet, get it. I think they're about £1 in Asda, or they're two for £1 or something. They're on offer at the moment, but they are incredible. So this is it, a very quick, unusual salt and pepper chicken, lemon and herb rice, and a little bit of frozen veg.
I'm not going to lie, my head is feeling a bit chaotic at the moment. I think that's partly because our house is so chaotic at the moment. It's just a mess everywhere, which is fine. Like when you're starting renovations, or as someone had a go at me about a few months back, decorating if you're not knocking down walls. I think it just is a mess, isn't it? Especially when it's not just, you know, it's not just going to be one room. It's going to be every room as you go along. I just feel so happy when everything looks nice, and my home is really, like, my home really affects my mood. So if it just looks nice and inspiring, then I feel really nice and inspired. You are a little cheeky monkey. And if it's a mess, then I feel like a mess, which I know is really silly. I don't know, does anyone else have this as well? I've always been like it since I was a kid, so it's not like a, I don't know, Instagram thing where I want to be, you know, like where you see things on Instagram and then your home isn't good enough and then you feel bad. I don't really think it's that, because I've been like it since I was a kid. I used to change my bedroom so much. My mum and dad must have been so annoyed with me. I would repaint it all the time. I would move it around all the time. I was obsessed, and I've kind of been like that ever since, really. I just came back up here to look at these colours. This was what the boys did here. Let me show you. This is only one coat, so it looks a bit streaky anyway. You would need a white primer and then to be painted, so ignore that. But I don't know, I put it on Instagram and a lot of you guys actually said this one because you think this is too dark, whereas there was lots of comments on my last vlog that said this one over this one. So I'm just really unsure. It is dark, and this isn't the brightest room ever. So I don't know what to do, but I think if we maybe painted this brown wall white, and we're going to do like a feature arch in a colour, then it would give us a bit more of an idea if we can get away with just a dark colour on the bed, or if we need to go lighter. Sorry I keep banging on about the bed and the paint and stuff. You'd never think paint was this much of a big decision, would you? But clearly it is. So when that's done, I'll be really happy. I think we might have an actor on our hands, because this little guy just asked for a photo shoot on my phone and this is what we got. What was this one?
A surprise.
Surprised.
Angry.
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 What's that one? Let me see, I can't see.
Sad.
Just point it to Mummy a bit.
Cheeky.
Oh, that looks sad. Happy.
Cheeky. Cheeky.
Silly Billy. You did great photos. I love that. Well done. We could put them in a frame in your bedroom.
So I hit it on the coffee table today.
What did you hit on the coffee table? Your eye? That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is it okay there now?
Mhm.
Where did you have to go after?
Hospital.
Did you?
Yeah.
And what did they do?
Very nice to me.
They were nice to you?
Yeah.
What did they say to you when they saw your eye?
Good boy.
Good boy. And how did they make it better?
Put some magic glue on.
Yeah, magic glue.
And I don't know what
They're called butterfly stitches.
butterfly stitches.
So tonight we're going to finish reading A Roaring Adventure.
Guys, if any of you know how to fix a Nintendo, please call us.
Okay, great. Are you going to say goodnight now?
Night. Have a lovely weekend. And have a lovely smack in the butt. And have a lovely summer holidays. And have a
Thank you, Archie. That's
bye
very
button.
kind. That is the boys settled down. That took a while tonight, didn't it? But it was a bit of a late one.
Yeah.
So, but once they finally calmed down, because I get so hyper at bedtime.
Elliot gets so overtired as well.
He's usually all right, isn't he, if it's normal bedtime, but it was a little bit later,
I think
so he's
he's got like this point, Elliot, where if you miss that point of getting him to bed,
yeah, that's so true for tonight. He lost it.
It's just gone.
We're usually so good with bedtimes though, but tonight just got away with us a little bit. But once they calmed down, they're
fine.
went fast asleep.
As soon as you start singing.
Yeah, I bore them to sleep with my voice. So we thought, because we started the vlog a little bit late today, we were meant to do a house move question, like Q&A. And I asked the questions on Instagram ages ago, and I know some of the questions will be a bit irrelevant now, like tell us what the house looks like, because like you guys know what it looks like at the moment and things, and we've also told you some of our plans. But there were loads of questions, and I thought they might still be interesting to answer, and I keep getting asked questions still. So anyway, I thought we would just sit and do a little Q&A. We've got our cups of tea, and I thought it might be a nice way to end this video if you are moving house, or you're thinking about it, or you just like this kind of thing.
My hair's not grey anymore, is it, from that dust?
Well, it's a little bit close
It's a shame, I really liked that.
Right, so the most asked question, obviously, when we first announced it, was why are you moving? Which I do get, because we had only lived in our last house for about 2.5 years, a bit more. Do you want me to answer this or do you want to answer it?
Well, you can answer your bit and then I'll say my bit.
Okay. Basically, the short story is we moved because we'd planned to stay there and do an extension, like a kitchen, dining, living family space.
Which we've both always wanted.
Which is, yeah, that's the dream. So we thought we would do that after 2 years when we remortgaged. But when it came to it, we did remortgage and we had like an architect round, we had some builders round. This must have been 2000 and... beginning of 2024, Corona.
It was before...
Just before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we had all that and we just realised it just didn't make any sense to do it there. It didn't add any value to the property. It wouldn't have been what we wanted. It would have been a little bit random.
Yeah, I think basically at the end
We
it
were
would,
like, "Oh
it
my
would have
God,
just been
we've made a mistake.
too rushed, too small, and not achievable for what we wanted.
It wouldn't have added the value, would it?
It wouldn't have added value. We wouldn't have enjoyed it because everything would have just been squashed in and put in places that we didn't really want. So in the end, we just thought,
Yeah.
with the stamp duty
Just
holiday,
make it work.
we decided to move. And luckily, we found a lovely house that's close to Archie's school still, because that is his one thing. He was like, "Mum,"
Answered so many questions in one
sorry,
there.
he was like, "Mum, Dad, I don't want to move
Right.
school."
Yeah, that
so it
was one
great.
thing. He didn't want to move school, which we would have done if we were really set on it. But we weren't. We like living close to family and we love his school. So we didn't plan to only live there for a few years because obviously we did put a lot of love into renovating that house and it looked lovely. But it was never the dream house, and we decided to cut our losses.
I don't think anyone's first house is ever their dream house, though, if you know what I mean.
Not. We were lucky.
Like, we were, I suppose, people see us and maybe think that we're quite old for that to be our first house. Does that make sense? Like, a lot of the people ask me, they're like, "Oh, that's your first house?" Like, expecting me to say, "Oh, no, that's my second or my third."
Well, we bought it when we were 28 and 29, which in this day and age is not actually late at all to get a mortgage because it's really, really bloody hard
Maybe
to
it
get
just
a
seemed
mortgage
that.
now.
Maybe it just seemed
But
that way then because of our friends.
All our friend group, so I'd say at least 10 couples,
Yeah,
we were the
maybe
last
more.
ones to buy a house. So for us, it felt like we were late, but it's not. So I don't want anyone to feel like they need to put pressure on themselves if they're, in their 30s or whatever and haven't bought a house yet. But yeah, for us, we did feel like it was quite late, and we'd been together from 17. So
We'd saved for so long as well.
Took us
didn't
a
we?
really long time. For what we thought was a long time.
Just a quick one. If anyone is out there saving and they're struggling, just keep going because you will get there. I never thought we would get there,
No.
and we did.
Kind of within that question, a few people asked, did we move because of the stamp duty holiday? Like, did we take advantage of that, or would we have moved later if that wasn't a thing?
Oh, we definitely took advantage of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think everybody that moved in that time period took advantage of it.
The estate agent said they'd never been so busy.
Yeah, I mean, especially
crazy time.
it's a lot of the estate agents that see us also said there's a lot of people moving out of London, didn't they? So I think it was
Moving
people.
our way
Yeah,
out
I
of
think
London.
or like our sort of similar area into Essex and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But I do think that a lot of people took advantage of it because, look, at the end of the day, that's a big saving. I mean, it's a big saving for us.
I don't
We've got
know.
friends that saved money through it.
Yeah, loads of our friends moved during the pandemic. I mean, I know it's still going on, but so many of our friends moved. It's crazy. For anyone that's not in the UK, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but basically because of the pandemic, there was a stamp duty holiday, which meant there was no stamp duty on properties below 500,000, and that's actually still ongoing till near the end of June. Is it the 21st of June or the 30th?
I want to say the end of June.
The end of June,
End of
anyway,
June.
it's still ongoing. So it did push a lot of people to move, which is what the government wanted because they wanted to keep the property market going.
I was going to say, I think it's stabilised the market through the pandemic, which has helped. It would just be interesting
Yeah.
to see what happens after all this. So, say we do go back to normal one, was it June the 22nd?
21st.
Something like that, June the 21st. From that June the 21st to next June, on that yearly period, to see how the housing market
Yeah, it'd be
affects.
very interesting. During the time we moved, and I've heard that it's still very similar right now, like we said, the housing market was so busy, which meant it was a bit of a dream time to sell a property, really difficult time to buy a property because they were going like that. So we started looking about, I think the first house we looked at was in about June 2020, and how many houses would you say we looked at in total right up to this one?
20, 25?
I was going to say 25. Like, it felt like a lot.
We
By the
looked a
end
lot
of it,
more
we
this
were
time
like,
than first time.
oh god, yeah. We had had enough.
But I think this time we knew what we was looking for. That's why it's so hard.
Yeah.
First time we just wanted our own house, our first house.
Yeah.
So we wasn't like, obviously we needed it to be a certain size.
And we were a bit more naive. We were a bit like, yeah, that'll do. We'll just do.
We was happy just to find a house, renovate it, live in it, and enjoy it.
But now this time, more picky,
we know what we were looking for. So I think that's why it took a lot longer.
We looked for ages in just the day we went on holiday to Devon. Not that anyone probably remembers that.
Do you want me to shorten this up for you?
No, I can do it. I can make it short. We went. Was that the 1st of September, or was it right then? Oh no, because it was Archie's birthday. So
end of August.
End of August. We'd had a few viewings. Someone put an offer in below us.
We was actually on our way to holiday.
We were on our way to Devon, and
when we got our offer.
Yeah, we were trying to get them to go for the what's it called?
Asking price.
And they weren't having it. And again, we'd never sold a house before because the last house we bought was our first house. So we accepted it, and then we'd found a house that we were talking about 15, 20 minutes away from where we are. And it kept niggling at us that it wasn't the right house. And there was also a massive chain. Like, we didn't even know how long it was going to go on
7
for.
or 9, weren't it? 7 or 9.
Yeah.
What happened is we basically got the offer, we accepted the offer. It then fell through because the people that were buying our house no longer wanted to buy a house, apparently. So we had to put ours back up on the market on the Friday. We then had 3 offers by the Monday afternoon, which were all the same. They were all happy to offer basically open offers.
Over asking
But the
price.
first couple that come round, there was an elderly couple, both retired. They had...
not elderly.
They gave us a cash offer, which the other 2 people, to be fair, matched their same offer. Because all 3 of them went above our asking price.
They basically would have gone for a bidding war.
Yeah,
but
if we wanted
we didn't want to do that to them.
No.
And they just seemed like the perfect people. Mm-hmm. So we just were like, let's just go for it. And it worked out.
Yeah, and so that happened. We accepted the offer. And
we lost the previous house.
Yeah, we then lost the house we wanted to go for. So we had to look again, which caused a bit of delay in our chain.
Only 2 weeks.
Yeah, but then luckily we found this house. And the best thing about this house is, like Kate was saying earlier, we missed out on so many before that. And I think it's because with this one, we found out before it went on the market, didn't we?
Yes.
So I think that is if you're looking for a house or you're struggling to look for a house, ring up your estate agents and just give them your contact details and say, look, this is what I'm looking for. As soon as it comes into you, please call us.
And that's
what happened to us. So they called me on, I think it was a Friday.
I don't remember.
I think Thursday or Friday morning. He basically said, Rick, I've got this house. I think you and Kate would love it. Do you want to go and see it? We went and see it the next day. The same night we put an offer in. They bargained with us a little bit on the asking price. And we ended up paying $5,000 more than the asking price. But in the end, the house that we got that we wanted, it was actually worth it.
And we got more for ours than we were expecting, so it evened out.
It all balanced itself out. And then after that, it's probably about a 6 to 8 week process, I think, at the moment.
What, to move?
Yeah.
No, it took it. So that was the beginning of November, and we moved at the beginning of February. It took us 3 months, which is really, really quick. That was because we had a cash buyer.
Yeah.
And
we only had 3 people
that owned this house were cash buyers of their house. It was so lucky how we went from a really bad situation with it and not being the exact right house to the almost perfect situation.
Yeah.
We were so lucky. Quite a few people asked what is the moving process, so that kind of explains it. Not for everyone, because obviously everyone's moving process is completely different, but that gives you a bit of an idea of what ours was like this time.
And a lot of people have different checks and things like that, so
yeah,
even that can be very different.
Someone asked, I can't see the question right now, but somebody asked, so roughly off the top of my head, did you get movers and is it worth paying for movers?
1,000,000%.
We didn't have our house packed up.
No.
But we had movers.
I think what helped, so obviously with our first house, we had 2 months grace, didn't we?
Because we were renovating.
Which we renovated, and then we moved stuff in gradually, which was nice. But this time, obviously, when you move in a chain, you don't have that time. So we had to be out by a certain time of our house and into this house.
Well, that was a day, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we can talk about that in a minute. So basically, we got a couple of quotes in We went with a company that our friends used because they said they were really good, and to be fair to them, they was.
Yeah, they were good.
And yeah, basically we paid, I think it was £1,200 in the end, wasn't it? But that did include some boxes as well, and that was 2 lorries and 4 blokes.
Yeah,
and to be fair,
quite a lot of stuff.
they arrived at 8, and I'd say by 11:30, everything was in the vans.
Was it 7? Was it not 7 they got there?
No.
8 o'clock?
Because it's just as I was dropping the boys off, wasn't it? Elliots for
right.
nursery. So, yeah, and to be fair to them, we had everything ready to go, apart from maybe some kitchen bits which ended up getting wedged in the car. But yeah, they were really good. I'd really recommend it. We were both stress-free.
We wouldn't have been able to do that this
No,
time,
because normally,
would we?
on a day like that, I'm lifting all the boxes, driving, I'm just constantly on the go. Kate's trying to sort everything out. There just seems to be no time in the day. But this time, I mean, even with the delay that we had, we were still in this house at about 8 o'clock, weren't we? We were sat down eating.
Not unpacked, but
Not unpacked, but everything was in. And it was just so nice to not have that pressure of loading a van, getting it all out, and just sorting everything out, wasn't it? And I was able to help you a lot more.
Yeah, and also, obviously, with the coronavirus restrictions, it wasn't like we could have loads of friends and family helping us. So having professional movers made it all a lot safer and easier.
Yeah.
I would love to have had the house packed up because someone else asked, like, I've got young children and I'm moving soon, like, how did you do it? And the answer to that is just really, we had loads of late nights and we were exhausted.
Yeah, which is that you basically used the time, because obviously we was in the middle of lockdown as well for a lot of our packing. So we had the boys there at home, but basically any time that we had where they was asleep or they was eating lunch, or maybe I was playing with them and Kate was packing, any spare time where we could, we just basically packed, didn't we?
I tried to organise all the rooms weeks in advance so that even if everything fell through, because I can be very pessimistic, at least everything was very organised, but we didn't actually start packing until we had exchanged. So we had a week, which some people wouldn't do. Some people would just be like, oh, I'll just start packing earlier, then that's being more organised, but I just can't do that. I couldn't imagine packing up our whole house and then being told, actually, you're not moving. So once we knew we had exchanged, we were in that kind of safe area. It was literally full on every day till like midnight, 1 o'clock for us, wasn't it?
Yeah,
every chance we could get
I think that's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning some night.
Let's end it on this question. Is this your forever home?
Do you want me to answer that?
We're actually moving. No, I'm joking.
I don't think it will be.
No.
I don't think it will be, no. I think it will be our home for a very long time.
Yes.
But I don't think it will be our forever home.
I don't think we could ever sit here and say, yes, this will be our forever home. Because if someone's told me one day we could like live in the Cotswolds or in Somerset in this beautiful house, then obviously that I would go and do that if that was something
I think
that
as well,
came up as an opportunity for us.
As the boys get older, and if, like you say, opportunities arose, I think we would like to move further away.
I think that gets harder to do when your kids are older. They've got more like firm friends, and
but
I think if we
they
were
have the freedom of being able
now,
to. They have the freedom of being able to go places.
Maybe that would have to be when we're old enough for them, when they're moving out, you know?
I think it depends on what happens in your area as well, because like some areas improve as time goes on, some get worse, which help you make a decision on what you want to do.
Let's just say, we can't say forever, because I don't think anyone should ever say that with houses.
But we'll be here a while.
We hope to be here and really enjoy it instead of moving out in 2.5 years. Touch wood. Let's hope that's what happens. So, we have been filming for 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's quite a long time. I think we've only answered 2 questions.
We should have just made this into a separate video.
Yeah.
But I think that's enough now. I think we've bored everyone enough. Are you still here? If you're still here, then leave us a house emoji in the comments so we know that you watched this bit. Thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed it. We had a nice fun afternoon with the boys, and we will see you in another vlog very soon. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not already, and come back for our next one, and we will see you again very soon. Bye.